How's it going in, everybody? Welcome to Rotten Rollz episode 3. We are back from the break. Yay!
Yay!
Cast is really good about talking when I tell him we're ready, but anyway.
Sorry.
It's okay, I'm just joking. I'm just
This
joking.
asshole.
This asshole.
There's no countdown.
Yeah. We're back. And we're about to climb a fence on the southern side of this Fremont County airport.
So, how far have you guys deemed as far enough away that they won't hear you?
No less than 100 yards.
We're guesstimating there-ish.
Okay. Do some athletics checks to climb that there 10-foot chain link fence.
$18.
Whoa.
Just need one more 18. Don't fuck it up, Ashley. Oh. Well, you got a derivative.
We didn't say cut it in half.
You got a derivative or whatever that is.
Wes and Rachel make it over easy. Ashley gets up to the top and tries to swing over the top and kind of loses her bounce a little bit.
She's just terrible with fences.
I'm bad at climbing, okay?
She's just bad.
Not a fence person. Just darn
You
Trent's.
need to take a fencing class.
Shut up.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yep.
Somebody laughed. Somebody out there laughed.
Kayak. Oh, I laugh, but I've had like 3 drinks, so I can laugh.
So Ashley gets up to the top, loses her footing a little bit, and kind of gets stuck like right over, straddling top of it, and shakes the fence and lets a nice.
Now,
Healthy
I didn't roll
jangle.
a 1, okay?
I know you didn't roll a 1.
I didn't roll
That's why you
one.
didn't
It
fall
wasn't
off and
that
break any
bad.
bones.
This asshole.
Damn it.
This asshole.
Okay, well, somebody, like, throw me a rope. Throw me a freaking bone here.
Throw me a bone
Give me
here.
a freaking bone.
Throw me a rope to
Hello.
help me get over or something.
You can make another check
Or-
if you want to.
Yeah, I'll checkity-check. I hate this stupid fence. I hate it again.
No.
Jason, be nice.
She makes it over, but like kind of trips on the way down like halfway and falls off on the inside.
Can we try to catch her?
And another big jangle of the fence echoes out into the night. You can try to catch her.
Okay, we're gonna try to catch you. Come on, Wes.
I'm gonna break you.
Oh god.
What is it? Is it a strength?
Athletics, strength.
Athletics? Well, fuck, I'm doing.
What do you want
Okay, if you're gonna make us choose, I'll pick the higher. Thank you.
That's the point.
Athletics. Can I make a? Can it? Ooh. Okay, yeah, athletics. This was a bad choice.
Between the both of them, they're able to break her fall pretty easily.
Okay.
There you go. You're not gonna break your leg.
And Wesley breaks his neck and dies.
The end. Good night, everybody.
God damn it, Jason! So we're on the inside of this. What do we see? Like off the bat without making an awareness check.
A tarmac pretty close, and a fairly close administration building, like 50 feet from you guys.
Okay. I obviously don't
Office
see any more than that with a 7 awareness check.
Did the zombies come our way?
You can't see any,
Things-
but you hear a lot of movement on the other side of the fence, and inside the fence for that matter.
This is bad.
I already made an awareness roll, so I guess maybe somebody else could make an awareness roll to see where these noises are coming from.
No, never. We're not gonna help you. We want to be not help to the team.
See, it's fences. I only roll low when it's fences.
Fucking fences.
Shard came in.
so-
The first thing he says was, "I run in and throw a rock."
Shh. This asshole in the chat. So Rachel and Ashley know that most of the sound's coming from the outside of the fence. There is some movement, some grunting or moaning coming from on the all side of the fence. They also see that office building or supply building or whatever it is that's pretty close to you guys. A light flashes rhythmically in the window and then stops.
Hey, let's go to that light. I'm just saying. that seemed like Morse code to me, you know, in light form.
Do it. After, did I see the light, or it was just them, right?
No. Yeah.
Okay. You guys expressed to me you see the light, or?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking, let's.
Don't tell Wes.
Yeah, I
Okay,
get.
well, I'm going that way.
I get
To
my.
you guys.
I follow her, but I get my gun out. Like, not like where I'm like pointing it, but like I'm just kind of like holding it, kind of like behind my back a little bit, like behind my leg as I'm walking forward.
Okay. Pull up the old notes here. That might be helpful.
I've
just been so you guys making get it up to this- so far. Just pull it out of my ass. So you guys get up to the building. All the windows on your side look like they're covered with tarps on the inside, and it's all like that fancy corrugated metal that you see on fancy buildings, not that shit that was on top of that stable or anything. And then a green door. Looks like the only entrance on this side.
Green door. I thought red doors were supposed to be more inviting.
They are.
That's great.
Agreed.
You guys have a purple door at your house.
I guess we kind of
It's pink.
very.
Not purple, thank you.
I come up to the door and I very lightly, kind of rap upon the door, and just kind of say, "Hello, is anybody in there?" Quietly.
From inside, you hear a woman's voice whisper back, "Come in slowly. Take your clothes off."
Did she really say that?
No.
Okay. I say, I'm not
I
gonna.
just
take
thought
my
I
clothes
sounded
off.
kind of sexy, so I would just make it inappropriate.
I'm gonna say, you better be naked in there too whenever I get in there. And then I open the door. I still have the gun behind my leg, but I have it in hand. But I do open up the door. First thing I do is I creak it open and look. What do I see immediately with like this much of a crack in the door?
Darkness, really. You see, I mean, just a little bit on the wall, maybe a filing cabinet or something, and then not much else. It's very dark inside.
Okay, I go in.
Me
All
too.
right, so after you,
I'll
you
follow
guys,
after them.
after everybody walks in, from one of the far corners, like a bright LED flashlight comes on, and it sort of blinds you a little bit. You can't see, anything behind it, and you just hear the woman say, "Show me your hands."
I show off my hands. I have nothing to hide.
I hold a cracker.
I tell her.
Rachel.
I raise one of my hands and I say, I have a gun in my other hand, and don't even ask me to put it down. We've been shot at today. We've been camping in the woods these past 2 weeks. We have no idea what's going on. We just came down out of the mountain. People have been shooting at us. Things have been trying to like chase us. We don't even know what they are. But if you ask me to put down this gun, I'm walking away, because there's no way I'm putting down this gun. I do have the other hand up, but I also say, but I don't mean you. We don't mean you any harm. We're just trying to get away from those things, whatever they are.
She says, "What mountains were you up in?"
I would know. I'm gonna say we were. We just came down 8 Mile Creek. We were camping out around 8 Mile Creek, like up around the Beaver Creek area. I don't know. I'm just making that shit up. That sounds about right.
She says, "When did you guys head off to go camping?"
2 weeks ago. We were on a camping trip, and we just came down out of there.
She says, "Whoever's closest to the door, shut it quietly."
I got it.
I'll do it.
Well, I'm by the door. I was the last one to come in, so yeah, I'll do thievery, I guess.
Please fuck up. This will be hilarious.
13.
Okay, you're able to get it. You're fairly quiet. You've been quieter, but it was all right. So after the door's shut, the LED flashlight goes down and goes out, and then a small gas lantern comes on, and you see a woman standing wearing what looks like kind of civilian pilot clothes, with a jacket on, you know, kind of cargo-y pants, whatever, and she has a pistol holstered on her hip, and she has her hand on it, but doesn't have it drawn or anything. And she says, "My name's Jean."
Okay, and I still have my other hand up, but I'm saying I'm gonna put my pistol away, just so you know, and I take it slowly back away from where it was hidden behind my leg, and I holster it slowly. Still just kind of watching her. I just say, "Thanks for letting us in, Jean. What is going on?"
She kind of looks at you funny, and she says, if you looked any more grizzled, I'd think you were full of shit, but it doesn't look like you guys have any idea. Like, you haven't been around for what's been happening. And she looks pretty haggard. I mean, she's pretty good for, you know, all right. She's not, all got her guts hanging out or anything, but she looks, you know,
Like
pretty tired.
Like she's seen some shit.
Yeah. And she says, I used to be a forestry pilot around here and flew helicopters. And about 2 weeks ago, people started going fucking crazy. And she's saying that, and she goes over and kind of peeks out the tarps that are covering the windows. And she's like, you don't have any idea what's going on?
No, we were making our way back towards town, and there was a turned over SUV or something that was on fire, and we were gonna go up to see if anyone needed help, and somebody shot at us, and then we ran away from whoever was shooting at us. I've actually been shot, and I kind of show her my shoulder, and say, but then there was these things that were wandering out in the forest that just came after us, and we don't know what they are, but they've just been chasing us ever since. I don't know. We really don't know what's going on.
She says, I don't think really anybody knows. As far as I can figure, they're people. 2 weeks ago, everyone just started acting funny. There was a crash out at Fort Carson, and then weird shit started happening. People started going crazy, attacking each other, biting each other. It was ridiculous shit, and I was able to get in here and kind of hold up for a while, just in the airport. But I've compromised the fence somewhere, and I've gotten in the airport. So I don't exactly know how long I'm gonna be able to hold out here anymore. Uninspired exposition. Conclusion.
I just say, do you know anything about what's going on in town?
She says, I haven't been in town in about a week. I was there when everything started going shitty, and I made my way out here. And I've just kind of been holed up here. I've been wanting to try to get back into town because I've got family there that I haven't heard from, and I haven't seen anybody else come out of there since. But I'm pretty sure that a fire's gotten loose and hasn't been able to get contained and has been burning things up based on how much smoke and the orange coming from that end of the valley.
Well,
Go ahead, sorry.
I was gonna say, how do you feel about keeping us here for a night, and maybe in the morning or for the rest of the night, and maybe in the morning we can head out and you can come to our car with us?
Or does she have a car that's on the premises?
She says she's been stuck here for a while, and she's run out of food, and she's kind of been hoping to actually fly over to the town. She's got a helicopter that it's not her helicopter, but she can fly it. But the problem is she needs to fuel it and can't do it by herself and watch her own back with the things that have gotten into the airport. So she says if you want to...
Go ahead.
Do what?
Go ahead. I was going to say we need to do group huddle and decide what we're going to say to her.
Hold on. So she basically says, I saw you guys. You didn't look like haggard fucking crazy people. So I assumed that you hadn't been just like shit all on by this yet. And I let you in kind of with the ulterior motive that I might be able to talk you into helping me get my helicopter fueled up. Because I want to fly back over the town. I need to get more supplies. And I need to see if I can find my family anywhere. So if you guys are up for it, if you can help me fuel the helicopter, I'll fly you in and drop you off at the edge of town before I buzz the rest of the town and head back out to the airport.
Group huddle.
Yeah.
Group huddle.
But frankly, and I'll tell you this right now, I don't know if the town's a good place to be. I don't know if you seem like out-of-towners, and so you probably don't realize how many prisons are in this valley, and I don't know how many of them have been compromised, and I don't know how many of the prisoners are in the town now. So,
How many prisons are in this area? Just curious.
There's 3 federal prisons and the women's prison in town.
Jesus.
Oh shit. Which
This
that
is
is
like-
true.
Quasi-true facts. There's like 4 prisons near Canyon City.
Jesus.
The county makes all of its money off of the prisons.
Well,
So
I
that's why
watched,
he wanted to do
once
this.
upon a time, I watched a show that kind of reminds me of this, and they lived pretty well in a prison. So,
Well, I did see, or I played a game that involved something where we had to fuel something, and it
What?
ended very badly. So
Why would anyone come camp here?
uh,
I don't know. Ask Jason.
We're
Outside of
stupid.
the game. Let's go to a
Because-
valley that's full of fucking prisons and go camping out in the woods where no chainsaw massacres can happen. No escaped convicts will jack your campsite and rape your women. No, that won't happen.
The Front Range is a beautiful geologic feature that many people appreciate.
Oh my god.
Plus,
And-
what's that, like, the big-ass gorge in Colorado is really close to here, too.
Royal Gorge.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, Royal Gorge.
Yeah, it is
and
close.
yeah.
Cripple Creek gambling place, gold mine.
Well, and then on top of that,
Weed.
your geological like camping thing or whatever it was is just like right over there too.
Which,
so.
you know, the presence of the prisons may or may not have affected the real estate prices in the surrounding area, which may or may not have led to it being more advantageous to build a field camp there. I don't know. But yeah.
the world may never know.
They get like federal subsidies or something for having all these prisons in that county.
Well, yeah, I would think so.
um,
Okay, so group huddle. What do we want to do?
I'm fine with helping her.
Yeah.
think
I
it's a good
tell
idea. It
them
would be
I
the
tell
fastest
them
way.
I tell them, you know, like our goal is to get back to Texas. Well, that's like if we can find places that have fuel, she may help us get back to Texas in a helicopter, and that's a whole hell of a lot faster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So something
I
to
mean,
think about. We help her out. She could help us out.
yeah. I mean,
I
at
don't
least
know.
she knows semi what's going on. She's gotten something, and you know, she may have told us some things, but she may not have told us everything. Just saying. So,
So-
she didn't know us yet. So you know, at least
Maybe-
we. Yeah, go for it.
I was gonna say maybe so we can tell her what we'll do is we'll stick with her. We'll help her get supplies. We'll do our best to help her find her family. But then in return, we want her with our help because obviously she can't do it all on her own. Like she needs us to help her with fueling and everything. But we would like to get transport to Texas. And I don't know how can you get back on one tank in a helicopter or no?
She doesn't think there's enough fuel left on the airport to get anywhere near that far.
Yeah, we'd have to hop it.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, but how will we be able, like, if she got us to Texas, how would she get back on her own? Or do you think she would stay or no?
I ask her, do you know anybody in Texas?
She doesn't know anybody.
You know
Maybe
what?
she can at least get us somewhere, and we can figure out somewhere from then. I mean, because at least if we can make it where she's going, we might be able to get. We still think we might be able to get some better reception, though that hasn't been proven yet. But there may be some kind of contact with the outside world that we can use to lead on with.
Now that we're somewhere safe, I'm gonna check cell phones, check for any kind of signal, and I'm gonna ask her if she's been able to communicate with anybody via internet or cell phones since all this started.
She says power's been out, and internet and cell phones, everything's been down for at least a week and a half. Yes? What?
Why are you holding a pair of scissors?
Because I'm gonna kill you later. Don't worry about it.
Okay. That's what I thought. I was very scared. Can you please put him down?
Oh my
No.
God.
I'm
No.
a sociopath.
He
I
says
know.
as he takes another drink.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
But yeah, she says like all that GPS and everything has been just fucked all to hell ever since all this happened, and she's got no idea why. Everything's been scrambled. She's got no clue, and that's also what kind of makes it a pain in the ass to fly. Is now she's lost all the electronic positioning equipment doesn't work on any of the aircraft that she's tried to mess with, and so it'd basically be flying by just paper charts, and so that's kind of another reason she's sort of hung around the general area for the time being.
Can I ask her if
No.
she... Can I ask her if
No.
she... Okay, does she know anything about the fog? Like,
She
is it
thinks-
a smoke or what?
She said that there was a big fog that came in from the east, like from up around Colorado Springs, but she also thinks a lot of it's mixed in smoke coming from Canyon City, and the other areas have been burning.
Okay. I was afraid that it may have been, because we don't know what's causing these people to act weird, it might be a pathogen in the air or something, so that's why I ask.
Well, if at least we can help her get to the city and get her and ourselves some provisions and get to our car and make sure our car starts, then that would be a good enough deal for me, I think.
Yeah, I tell her, I say, yeah, we'll help you fill up the helicopter, but we do have a car parked at Walmart. Yeah.
I think it was like at a
Hast-
shopping center.
yeah.
Like multiple stores. What was the one?
We have
Hastings.
Yeah, Hastings. That's what it was. We have a
Yeah, I gotta buy some figurines before we leave.
we have a car
Some
parked.
comic books.
We have a car parked over by the Hastings. We'd like to retrieve it. So if you can help us, we'll help you see if you have, refuel, and we'll help you get some provisions, and we'll even help you, try to find your family or whatever. But we want to try to get our car back as well.
She kind of thinks about it, and she's sort of like, I don't want to sit down inside town. I would rather, if you guys want to go to town, sit you guys out on the outskirts of town, and then buzz over toward my family's house and see if I can see if there's any activity there. Just like, I don't know what's been going on, but it hasn't been good from what I've seen, and I don't know, it's surely only gotten worse, and I don't want to draw that much attention right in the middle of town. If we sat down on the outside and then take off really quick, we might be able to get away from anybody that might be there. But she really doesn't want to drop you in the middle of town until she's at least certain that there's not going to be that much activity.
Okay, I tell her. So I think here's the better plan. We'll help you refuel the helicopter, and we'll fly around with you around the town and see if your family's there. If your family's there, then or whatever, then we can help you figure out that situation, and it'll also give us a chance to figure out if our car's even still there or if it's burnt. or what's up. But flying around with you will kind of help us to know what's going on with the town, and help you try to maybe make contact with your family as well.
I think it's gonna be hopeless. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Sorry, one of us has to be the downer of this group, and it's gonna be me.
Well, you were so happy to be like helping out and everything before.
Well, I was, but I as a scientist, Shit's
Back
going
off,
down
man.
too
Love
fast.
May.
And I'm upset because I haven't understood anything that's going on. I've been killing people. I would have never killed anybody ever. And I'm not okay with this. I mean, okay with the traveling.
Shut
I'm
up,
just
you
not okay with-
pansy.
I know.
Yeah, fucking hippie.
You gotta think about it. That would be me in the corner, just like. But yeah, let's go on this plane ride. Let's do it. But still, that's my thoughts. Just saying. I think this is very, 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 very bad.
Well, she says, that seems alright with me, but if I see an indication that I might be able to find some family members, I'm gonna sit down and try to go after them, and that might put you guys in danger of these fucking crazies or the dregs of society that have gotten loose out there. But, you know, your pilot will be off trying to rescue her family if she thinks they're still around, and that might involve setting down, you know, somewhere that's not safe for you guys.
We go back to a huddle.
But if you're alright with that, you know.
We go back to a huddle, and I say, if we help her with her family, there's more chance that she's still useful to us. Like, as far as just another person that's knowledgeable of the town, that's knowledgeable of the area. She worked for the forestry service, so she knows where things might be. You know, like, I just think that she's more useful to us if we stick with her than if we just let her go off and possibly die trying to save her family. Whereas if we go with her, then we could possibly help her, and she's more likely to help us with other things. So I think we should help
And
her. What do you guys think?
We're so far from our own families that at this point, there's not much we can do for them, even if we left right now and tried to get there on our own. Like, I think we're better off sticking with her and seeing, you know, how much help we can be to her, and that way she can be a help to us too.
I mean,
Yeah.
even if the car is still there and it's perfectly fine, that doesn't mean that if we don't get it tomorrow, that we can't get it the next day. But having that intelligence of where it's at, what's going on with the area, that is more useful to us than just blindly going into town and hoping that we're not coming across inmates or whatever those things are. So are we good with just helping her?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so I turn around and I say,
Yeah, that sounds good.
I just tell her, I say, okay, so here's what I think we're gonna do. We're gonna help you, try to get your family back, or try to check on your family, and you know, we can maybe fly over the Hastings area, that shopping center, and see if our car's there. If your family, if it looks like maybe your family might be alive, then if you know, maybe what we could do is if you see some kind of signs when we're in the air that somebody might be still there, then maybe one or two of us can hop out while you're setting down, so you can stay with the helicopter and we can bring them out to you. They're gonna know it's you. You're a helicopter pilot, so they're gonna, you know, and you know, maybe that allows us to escape with your family if we go that way, and then also gives us the intelligence on what's going on with our car and where it's at and what's going on with it, rather than us just blindly going into town without knowing what's going on from kind of a bird's eye view.
So she kind of thinks about it for a little bit. She says, well, if you're willing to do that, we'll give it a shot.
I just kind of look side to side to Rachel and Ashley, and I just kind of nod.
All right, so
Can we say get to the chopper yet?
somebody that
Thank
this
you, Chad.
asshole in the chat already said it.
He did good. You did good.
It-
You did well. Sorry.
Z? I don't know.
So we go to sleep.
Chopper.
All right. You guys